You were a star child, let your light shine for all the world. When you open your mouth to reveal a pearl, let it shine more, just to light the path. If it don't add up, man, just do the math. If it ain't for you, let it pass on through.
How you doing? This is Terrion Wilson, aka your boy Brotha T, here with another one. So we like to call this channel T's Life Tree, and on this channel we like to drop pine cones of wisdom. If you don't know what pine cones of wisdom are, stick around, stay on the channel, you'll get it. Before we get into the episode, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. When the video's over, especially if you enjoyed it, I want you to comment and share it to somebody who you think needs to see the video. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to spot a fraud, right? Wow. So let's talk about YouTube as a whole, right? YouTube is a great thing. To me, in my opinion, YouTube is the new television. Okay, of course, people still have televisions, but now I think there's more people than ever watching YouTube on televisions, right? Actual TV screens. All right. It gives a person a chance to express themselves, and sometimes you get some people that become stars doing it as well. It gives you a chance to have your platform, and you don't have to spend millions and millions of dollars creating a platform and getting known. Okay. Now, your boy Brotha T, I put myself in a different category because I'm actually really trying to help people. Okay. I could care less if it's 2 people watching my episodes, as long as those 2 people are helped, right? That is my overall grand scheme, if that's what you want to call it. That's my overall goal. Now, there are a segment of YouTubers that actually take advantage of people, in my opinion. Okay. Now, the way they take advantage of people is feeding them stuff that they think people want to hear. That's one thing you don't have to worry about with T's Life Tree, because what we do, we try to give you stuff we think you need. If you see one of our episodes and you're not helped by it, or if it's just not your thing, then by all means, go to another channel. But if you look at our channel and you're helped in some type of way, if you love our little pine cones of wisdom and they help you in your life and help you to live a better life, that's what we're here for, right? But there are a segment of YouTubers that are just feeding you just what you want to hear only. And sometimes that gets people into this type of frenzy, and they become fans of that person just because they like to be fed those things that they just want to hear. One of the first signs that a person is a fraud is that they always tell you what you want to hear. And sometimes that could be a sign of a false friend as well. They're never honest with you about life, because let's be honest, we're all human beings, right? And most of you watching me are grown. So as a grown up, you know that every day is not peaches and cream. That's not how life is set up. It's all about balances. You're going to get good days, you're going to get bad days, and then sometimes you're going to take bad days and make good out of it. Okay? But bad is always coming. If they tell you that they can show you how to never have storms in your life, they're a fraud. Okay? So be very, very, very careful. Okay, so where is all this leading to? There's a level up culture with certain YouTubers, and what they are, women that are teaching other women to quote unquote level up, meaning get the bag, meaning I'm going to trick rich men into giving me money, even though I'm really not going to give him anything in return, nothing real tangible. I'm just going to kind of trick him out of money and kind of use him to get money. So the level up culture, there's a famous YouTuber, her name is MICHAELA Pink, right? And on her channel, and to my surprise in doing my research, she's actually advised in the past that women should go ahead and lie about having kids to the rich man until she gets what she wants. And then when it's time to tell the man, I think she said after they're engaged, the man finally finds out, and then she's supposed to cry. This is called manipulation. Okay, this is called manipulation. So, and supposedly she dumped her blue collar husband so she can level up. Okay. Now she's caught embezzling or money laundering. Okay. She's so allegedly, okay, allegedly she used some fraud that involved real estate. Now, this is one thing I want you to listen closely to, okay? Because you're watching YouTube now, you're watching me. Look for the honesty, and please don't tell me, well, there's no way to know if somebody's really honest. Yeah, it is. You'll know sometimes in the way they speak. Now, you're going to find me, I'm going to say some stuff that you agree with. I'm going to say some stuff that you totally disagree with. One of the key differences is that on this platform, all of my content is geared toward you having a better life, not necessarily me. I mean, if you want to give me something, that's cool. But understand, I'm not trying to give you, or I'm not trying to defraud you, or I'm not trying to mislead you. I'm not trying to steal your money. If you get a product from Brotha T or a service, trust me, it's going to be a legit product or service. Now, if you're going to like that service is a whole nother deal, but trust me, it's going to be a real product, real service. That's just how I work. I like to work within integrity. So here's one thing, one clue that a lot of those women missed watching that platform that I picked up just in a few hours. Okay. Whenever you're watching a platform or whenever you're taking advice from anybody, including me, all right, and we're telling you that one way to get what you want is to lie to another person, okay? And we turn around and say, but give me money. I'm the one that's not lying, even though I'm teaching you to lie to somebody else to get what you want. But give me the money. I'm not lying to you. Yeah, that's a sign of fraud, okay? And I'm going to, make a lot of enemies, and people are going to be pissed off by what I'm about to say. But if you follow a person that's telling you that it's okay to lie to get what you want, and then they ask you for money and you give it to them, you deserve to lose that money. Okay? You deserve to lose that money, because what's inside of you that's making you give money to somebody else that's telling you to lie to get what you want. That doesn't even make sense. It's not logical. Okay? So when you watch my channel, what you're going to see me try to raise your vibration. Always. There's no scams here. Okay? No scams. This is all legit. So that's one thing that those women missed watching that platform. Now, what's the second thing that they missed, in my opinion? The second thing they missed is that she's trying to teach them to get what they want without putting any skin in the game, without putting any kind of investment in the game. It's like, oh, I just show up. I'm the prize. I'm the table. So I don't have to bring anything to the table. That's nonsense. Okay. I don't care who you are, and I don't care what type of man you want or kind of man you're attracting. If you don't bring anything to the table, then you are making a very, very big mistake. Now, you might fool him into marrying you, and you might go ahead and divorce him and get paid one day. But trust me, the inside of you is not going to be right. And you can say, well, at least I'll be rich. It's not going to be long. It's not going to last for long. That's not how the universe works. You're better off working on yourself. Work on yourself inside. Work on yourself outside. Okay? Now, some of those level up YouTubers are telling you to work on yourself on the outside so you can attract what it is you want, and then do whatever you need to do to get what you want, but don't necessarily, reciprocate. Wrong strategy. What you need to do, you need to work on yourself inside first. That's going to show on the outside no matter what. Now, when you meet that man that you want or you think you need in life, you're more of a whole person, which means you don't have to resort to tactics to get what you want. You're just going to get what you want because you've already attracted what it is that you set your heart on. This is the law of attraction. We'll get into this later when I do my law of attraction series. I'm not going to judge you if you're watching your level up video. I'm not going to judge you on that. But I am going to say, once you don't get what you want after a certain amount of time, Switch strategies, okay? Because what can happen and what I predict will happen with a lot of people watching those platforms is that they're not going to work on themselves on the inside. What that's going to lead to them having reckless relationship after reckless relationship until they get older. They're going to get to an age where it's going to be too late to get what they want. And then they're going to turn bitter and say there's no men out here, or there's no good men out here, which is not true. But they're going to lead the younger women at that point to believe this because there's no men checking for them at that point. They've gotten older, they've aged out of the game, and nobody's checking for them anymore. So now there's no men out here. No, you just didn't work on yourself to attract what it is that you seek. Okay? That's just a word of advice for some of you ladies that are watching those platforms. I'm not going to judge you on watching the platforms. I'm just saying be careful and don't spend too much time with those strategies that, in my opinion, either they're not going to work or they're not going to get the results that you actually thought they were going to get you. And also, upon doing my research, I found out that she had 3 black boys as children. She has 3 children, 3 black boys that she's raising. Red alert, red alert, red alert. These boys cannot win. They're in it to lose it. Most people say in it to win it. They're in it to lose it. Okay. Unless something changes or unless they deviate from what they're being taught. Okay. So these are the 2 ways they're going to lose. If everything keeps going the way it's going. Their mother is teaching women how to lie to rich men to get them to take care of them and their lifestyles. Not bringing anything to the table. So let's say all 3 of her boys become rich men. She's teaching women how to take advantage of the same men that those boys become. Okay? They're going to lose that. Or they can become blue collar men and not be good enough for the women that their mother is teaching how to take advantage of the rich men. They're going to lose both ways. Now, here's one way that they can win. Well, the reason why I say they would lose that is because of what they're being taught. Look at what their mother is doing. But if they deviate from that, they can win if they become rich men that can identify, especially early on, women that are trying to use them to get their money. If they can learn how to identify the woman that's really bringing something to the table. And I know you're asking, like, what do you mean by bringing something to the table? I mean, be an asset to that man. Okay. And what I mean by being an asset, if that man owns a company, okay, let's say he's an entrepreneur. All right. Don't be a liability, meaning don't be just a drainage on his pockets. You know, help him get that deal. Okay. If he has a way where you can fit into the company and really help to be an asset to the actual company, that's being an asset. He can't afford to lose you at that point. Just using your feminine ways to get pocket change or an allowance, that's going to end up badly for you. Okay. You'll get money in the short term, but long term, you're not working on yourself. You're not fixing those things that happen from childhood. If you don't do that, you're going to just keep repeating the same cycle. You're going to get older. No men are going to work with you anymore. And you're going to be sitting there. Nobody's going to take care of you eventually. And don't think that you're going to get to a certain age out of this thing. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm ready to get married now. And it's going to be a bunch of dudes chasing you. It doesn't work like that. And if you think it works like that, you go ahead and you give that a try and see how that works out for you. Okay. But I can tell you, more than likely, your odds are going to slim at that point if you spend too long doing that. I want to thank you for looking at this video today. Thanks for giving me your time. Okay. Now, I want you to keep on the lookout for the frauds. This is guys and girls. When you're out here, when you're watching YouTube or whatever, watch out for the frauds. Okay. Watch out for the frauds. The real ones, watch them. Okay. I'm a real one. But what makes me real? It's not that I'm better. What makes me real is that I actually want to help. Okay. I'm here to make you or help you have a better life. I'm trying to point you in a certain direction. And then later on, when you become the best version of you, then you can repay me. okay, in certain ways. I'm not just trying to make money off the people that look at it. Once again, thanks for watching the video. And I know I rambled on this one, but I thought I just had to talk about this. So keep your eyes on the frauds, keep your eyes on the real ones. You'll know the difference. Listen to your heart space. This has been your man, Brother T, and I'm out of here. I'll see you on the next video, family. I got to go. Peace.